Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channels. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to the channel, or channels in general. I appreciate everybody for viewing this live conversation number 261, where we're here to have a conversation about chasing sex versus commitment or / marriage. You understand? So this is a conversation. It's not a sermon. You know what I mean? Some people come on here and think I'm a pastor or a minister or something like that. No. Do not put those labels on me. I know my disclaimer, I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. You know what I mean? I'm not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement. In general, we're just here to have a basic conversation. That's it. How you would have a conversation with your friends and family. That's all we're doing. All right. Shout out to everybody in the room. We are broadcasting from two channels. We broadcasting from two channels. My primary channel, Tony Harvin, and my secondary YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network. You know. All right. What's up to everybody in the chat room? What up to Maddie? What up? Corey Lewis. He says, off topic, brother, but is it okay to listen to music if it doesn't speak about secular things? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I don't get it. Let me know if it don't speak about secular things. If it don't speak about secular things, I mean, the next thing to that is holiness type of music. You know what I mean? So what type of music are you talking about? All right. A People says, you got so many channels going on. I don't know which one to look at, but it's all good. Doing good blessings. I got two channels that stream live right now. You know what I mean? Tony Harvin Network and my primary channel, Tony Harvin. The reason why I stream from both channels just to get this secondary channel, some viewing and things like that, in general. All right. We have a known troll. This is a known troll right here. You know what I mean? I call you one hate, you're not one love. You said, seem like someone is interested in good benefits of marriage. I don't know what you're talking about. You're putting hearts and whatnot. Listen, chill out. You understand? Don't come on here. Think you're trying to be old friend, buddy, and things like that. You know what I mean? I don't get offended. I don't care about any type of videos, any type of comments people are making. But it's a sickening and sad thing that somebody can, make videos and make comments and try to come on your video to try to have a friendly conversation. You understand that? Listen, we ain't cool. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? There's no hate, there's no nothing. You know what I mean? But the videos and the comments you make, other places on YouTube and whatnot, didn't try to have a friendly conversation with me. That don't fly here. You understand? My channel has talked about marriage out of 261 conversations, only 14 times, which is 18% of the live conversations. You understand that? So I don't know where people come when they think they know what they're talking about, certain things. You know what I mean? If that's the case, then what's the cure for AIDS? You understand? When the world gonna end? You know what I mean? When people think they know everything or assume something. You know what I mean? So, that's my answer to that question or that statement from One Hate, which is a known troll out there from Texas, I believe. God is my everything. I'm here waiting. What up? My fault. I thought I said it for I thought I had set it for 8:30. What up, Latanya? What up? He says, where are the moderators? Sometimes you got to give YouTube some time to send out the notifications and things like that. And I don't know why it's like that. I would have hoped that YouTube immediately send out the notifications the moment I, put it out there on StreamYard. What up to Kim? What up? What up to Claire? Hope all is well. What's up to the Juice? He says, Pastor gave good advice Sunday about not marrying, and just so you don't commit fornication. You got to overcome that with God's help. I agree. I agree with that for sure. You know, a lot of people out there, they chasing sex for sure. And even when they married, even when they married, you know what I mean? They're out there. Listen, they want their cookies and cream. You know what I'm saying? Then they want some butter pecan and chocolate and, you know, mint ice cream and whatnot. You know what I mean? And some people, their levels are very high. They just can't get enough. You know what I mean? So you're right about that. Overcoming things. That's if a person, I believe, if that's what a person wants to do. You know what I'm saying? Some people know it's wrong and just keep going out there, you know, sleeping with, you know, person A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I'm saying? What's up to Jen? What up, what up, what up? You says a troll. Yes, that's a troll. One hate. You know what I mean? I'm fully aware of, you know, certain trolls, you know, the common ones and things like that. You know what I mean? I mean, making Facebook pages about people, and I mean, they waste their time. I mean, the stuff y'all don't see, the stuff that I see and saw. I mean, they make a Facebook page. I mean, they just writing a bunch of statuses about people over YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but I don't pay them no mind at the end of the day, for sure. He said, "What up to Octavius?" You know, he said, "One hate." Hey, one hate. Aren't you married? Aren't you married? One hate. You know, and that's a female like that who put her whole devotion in fellas over the internet. You should be focusing on the time with your husband. You understand? If you want to really take it there, you know what I mean? Why would you waste your time on talking about other men where you use that quality time and energy on your own husband? You understand? All right. What up to C Mac? Shout out to C Mac. What up? What up? What up? What's up to Jose? What up? What up? What up? Octavius Carmichael says, Pastor Gino also preached on if the person you about to marry don't respect you, don't marry them at all. Absolutely. Oh man. Listen, I love when he said that. For sure. You know, respect. I don't know. Well, some people marry people who don't respect them. You know, some people think that's love. At the end of the day, you know. But you're right. He says, remember, Gino said y'all have to love. Yes, that don't mean I have to like you. That don't mean I have to put you on blast and let people know that you're a troll. You understand? Well, you're supposed to love everybody, but you also will get G checked, godly checked. You understand that? For sure. That don't mean that. You know what I mean? If I have to let the people know who you are, you know what I mean? I'm gonna let them know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them know your real name too. What is it, Elizabeth Noel or something like that? You know? I'm gonna let the people know. Listen, watch out. You tend to make fake pages about people. You understand? I'm gonna let the people know that you will take a person's name from on here and make a fake name and act like it's them to try to talk to me. You understand? That's the type of troll that this person is. You know what I'm saying? So it's not one love, it's one hate at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? All right, and yes, we did block her. You understand? We did block her. We blocked her for some months, and then we unblocked her to see if she'll come back on. And guess what? She came right back on. I don't get these people. You understand? They spew out hate, they spew out this, and yet they still keep coming back. You know what I mean? We don't ask these trolls to come back. We don't ask them to come back. You know what I mean? We don't ask them to come back at all. But yet they're in the background watching, tuning in, want to have a conversation. They want to be friends now. You understand? They want to hold hands and sing Kumbaya and play in the sandbox together now. You know? All right. Prodigal son. He says, we all do want some ice cream. Well, what I meant by that is, you know, going out there tipping and dipping. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here, man, they just can't control themselves at all. At the end of the day, that's what I was mainly referring to. All right. What's up to the Juice? He says, I've been with the same person since middle school. Now I'm in my 30s with 5 kids. I think you have to pray for what you want and work with what God gives you, and things work out. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you on that note. Um, he says the troll be men with women pages. No, that's a woman. That's a known fact right there. That's a woman. I had some phone numbers call my phone not too long ago and stuff like that, and I do my research upon who is who and what is what and things like that. And this person said they're gonna what they said they're gonna send a PI on me, a private investigator, about Tony Harvin. What you need a private investigator on me for? I tell you information about me. You understand? What information you want to know about Tony Harvin? I'll let you know. You understand? You want to know if I've been locked up, arrested one time, high school. You know what I'm saying? For a prank. All right. Now what? What else you want to know? How many kids I got? 5. What else you want to know? Huh? Now this is the same person that tried to get a private investigator on me. For what? Like I said, if you want to know about me, just ask. That's it. I got nothing to hide. You understand? At the end of the day. You know what I mean? So you don't need a PI on Tony Harvin to this one hate person. You understand? I mean, this person done tried some stuff. You know what I mean? This person done tried some stuff, but it don't faze me. I'm so admired that somebody would take the time, the energy out to do things like that, to try to find. I don't know what type of information was you trying to find on me. You understand? You're trying to find out I was a criminal or in a database for what they call them, sex offenders and stuff like that. Listen, all you got to do is ask a question. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. You want to see a rap sheet from the courthouse or whatever? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no PI. This is the same woman who is calling Tony Harvin phone, who called Geno Jennings' wife. That's the same woman, Elizabeth Noel. So when Geno mentioned that somebody called his wife phone, guess who that was? That was her. that was that one hate person right there. You understand? That's her. All right. All right. Jose Barrow says respect, loyalty, understanding, among other things, keep a marriage going. If you don't have that while dating them, move on. What's up to Gladys? What up? What up? What up? What's up to Sandra Moore? We just gonna block her again. You know what I'm saying? So one hate has been blocked and ushered out. Salute, peace to you. All right, let's get to the topic. He said she called Geno's wife. That's just crazy. Yes, that's the woman right there. You know what I mean? She's a former member of the Truth of God. She's also that same person who wrote Tony Smith a long time ago, sent those fake letters and stuff like that. That's the same woman. You understand? That's the same person. If you go on Facebook and you type in like Teddy Graham or something like that, she got little screenshots of phone calls of certain individuals and things like that. You know what I mean? But that's another topic for another day, man. I'm trying to stay on this one. You know what I'm saying? But she's been blocked. So, you know what I mean? She probably gonna make a fake name and come back on. All right. Ruby says it behooves me that some people don't believe that you can abstain from sex. They just don't believe it. But I know that God is able to keep you if you want to be kept. Well, yeah, that could be true at the end of the day. But what I'm also is, touching on is those out there, who go out there and just chase, almost everybody they see. They got a different person for a different day. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody who wants a commitment or marriage, a committed relationship to work towards a marriage at the end of the day. That's the verses we kind of like, trying to touch on in general to talk about. What up, JP7? He says, I understand we're not supposed to chase sex, but what if you're in a marriage with no sex? Oh, my goodness. Oh, ouch. A marriage with no sex. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Listen, man, that got to be tough right there. a cold bed and you're married. Listen, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think for me, I think it's certain things that need to be discussed in the beginning, not brought about as far as like verb wise, but you should be able to touch on everything in the beginning of stuff, even sex. If a person is mature, if two people is mature and who can discuss that and things like that, you know what I mean? Unless somebody is like trying to be spiteful, you know what I mean? Because there's some people out there in general. I've heard stories and whatnot. Not that I want to hear it. I get emails and stuff like that. People tell me their story. Like, I'm not Dr. Phil. I'm not Oprah. But I don't mind sending out prayers to people when they talk about these situations and whatnot. Some people are spiteful and they don't do the do in that type of situation what you're talking about. You know what I mean? That's crazy though, man. That is crazy for sure. Let me see. He says, if I'm not mistaken, she could be the woman that PJ spoke about, who stole a lot of money while working at TOG headquarters and got ushered out because she refused to move. Well, I don't think that's the person. I don't think she's the person. He says pain will keep you from not wanting any sex. Just don't care for it, especially during the healing stages. Pain. What happens if that pain go away? If it leaves? You understand? That's my question to you. Jinju says marriage and no cookies. I might as well be single. Torture of a marriage that would be. So let me ask you this question, Mr. Jin. So would that be like a high percentage of reason that I'm not going to say you because I would think that's kind of personal, but in general that people should get married for is sex? Let me know. All right. The Jew says, well, he said, is it a sin to get a vasectomy because my husband he ain't well, that's kind of what? That's kind of like, I understand what you're saying, but you will have to direct that question to the truth of God or whatnot. You understand? I'm not a preacher to really touch on something like that. We're just having a conversation for the most part with the vasectomy and all the other stuff you're talking about, man, for sure. For sure. That's funny. Oh man, that's crazy. Wow. JP7 says after the kid she want it, then she doesn't care to have sex. Well, that's crazy right there. That's crazy. Hey, blessing. What up? He says when you out whoremonger, you can't go to the next when a female not give you none, but when you married, you can't. Oh, so you can go to the next when a female not give you none, but when you married, you can't go to the next. You got to endure until you and your wife come together again. Listen, when I'm married, man. Listen, when I'm married, huh. I know I could be stubborn at times. You understand? It could be a debate, an argument. You know what I mean? Listen, you better start sweet. You better start sweet talking or something like that. You know what I mean? You better start rubbing your chops together at the end of the day. You know what I mean? He said, endure it. I don't know. I don't know about that in the sense of, keeping the bedroom cold at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it should be all about that for sure, but I don't really know. I really didn't think that people do that. You know what I'm saying? Although I hear stories, it's like it just seems a wow to me for sure. You know what I mean? All right. Prodigal Son says you shouldn't get married for sex, just fornicate. What? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, man? He said you shouldn't get married just for sex, just fornicate. What kind of advice is that, man? What kind of advice is that, man? Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? He says God will forgive you regardless. What happens if you die in that act? What happens? You understand? What happens if you don't got a chance to ask for forgiveness? You know what I mean? I remember this story. I think it was in New Jersey. You know, there was this married guy. Him and his mistress was in the car in the garage and whatnot. They had the car running, but little did they know carbon monoxide was creeping in. You know, and it was in the midst of all that, and both of them died from the carbon monoxide poisoning and what have you. You understand? So I wouldn't say nothing like that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not good advice right there, for sure. That's not good advice, for sure. All right, what's up, the Daily Nurse? Corey Lewis says pop music or soul music, but none of that cursing and evil speak. Well, I think there's a video out there. I think it's titled like Geno Jennings music or something like that I titled it. You know what I mean? He talks about music. You can go check that out on Google. Excuse me, YouTube. Beg your pardon. Truth Seeker says is well, listen, all these questions about is it a sin and whatnot, that's not for me. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a pastor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that. I think it's a video. I think it's Geno Jennings. What is that? What is it? Sperm donor or something like that? I forgot. I think it's on World Made Simple channel. Not sure. But you said it's using a contraceptive, whether it's pills or condoms, a sin since it goes against the purpose of marriage and intercourse to beget children. Well, listen, that question has to go to a God sent preacher like Geno. You understand that? Everybody have different opinions about that. You know what I'm saying? Some women are fertile, some guys are, strong in that department and whatever the case may be, and they just keep popping out babies. Sometimes it just feel like if them two are laid next to each other, boom, she's pregnant again. You understand? So would you say that if a person don't get contraceptives and things like that, should they continue to keep having kids all the time? You know what I'm saying? Because that'd be a lot of kids right there. A lot. Although some women get their tubes tied and things of that nature, and we wonder about questions like that. Is it a sin? I got questions like that. You know what I'm saying? That I want to direct to the man of God, for sure. That I would like to know, because that's a good question for him. You know what I'm saying? Jen says sex shouldn't be a reason to get married. However, if you do get married, you got to do your part, or it will be a very miserable marriage. I'm all right as I am. Got other things to focus on besides. All right, got you. What's up to David B? What up? What up? What up? He says, we want your opinion. My opinion? You want my opinion? Well, my opinion doesn't outweigh the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? My opinion don't outweigh the scriptures. I mean, don't listen to me, is what them scriptures say at the end of the day. You understand? So I could say my opinion or whatever the case may be, but a man of God can really break it down with the scriptures and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know too much about, is it a sin about, vasectomy and whatnot and things like that. You know what I mean? Because that's something I wouldn't even consider ever, ever, or even think about. But people are doing things like the vasectomy, the tubes tied, burning the tubes, and getting the shot and all that other stuff. So that would be a good question for him for sure. You know what I mean? You said seeing as condoms are forbidden if you are married. I don't know about all that, man. Otherwise, your wife will be pregnant forever until she drops. Yeah, you gotta ask him that. What up, Laverne? What up? What up? What up? He says it's different when you're married, especially when you have children, compared to when you're single and whoremongering. When you married, your wife and your husband is your only source. Wow. He's blessing. That's a deep one right there. You know what I mean? So let me read it. Let me reread it. It's different when you are married, especially when you have kids. You said just make wise and good choices. I mean, sometimes that's hard for a lot of us out here. You know what I'm saying? That could be hard for us. I'm pretty sure, You've been there before, coming up, growing up. I've been there before. For sure. For sure. Jen Juice, he says, cracking me up when reads. Oh man. He says, I don't got my tubes tied, but my husband got it when I had 5 kids. He said, been through enough. It's not like I'm making the kids. Well, hey, what you gonna do now? What can a person do now if they get a vasectomy, or if the woman decides to get her tubes burned off or tied, or whatever the case may be? What can they do now? You know what I'm saying? Some people may be against it, some people may be for it at the end of the day. But my opinion don't matter. You understand? I think my opinion, that's something me and my future wife will talk about, when that comes about, for sure. Because like you said, Jen said, you never know, you could be popping out kids left and right at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they don't want too many kids. You know what I'm saying? They don't want they don't want too many kids, for sure. You know. Greetings to you too at C Mac. I think I greeted you, right? I think I did. What up? What up? F Chewy says, what up, brothers and sisters? What's up, man? We're just having a conversation about, chasing sex versus a commitment / marriage. Whereas though you have a lot of people out here, that's all they go after. That's all they want. You know what I'm saying? That's all on their mind is that. You know what I'm saying? So we're just making a comparison upon why some people chase that versus chasing a committed or commitment type of marriage, and things like that. All right. What's up, Janice? What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well. He says, I'm not doing nothing to my body, period, but I guess some people take sacrifice to save a legacy. He says, I want more. I want one more. I love babies. They give me peace. I got you. He says they got sex demon right, and that in the Bible. Well, some people can't control themselves. That they got to sleep with different people every day. You understand? Granted that some people who are courting each other, who are committed, right? Who talk about marriage, some may slip up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But would y'all put that in the sense of, are those two people still fall in the category of chasing sex versus a person out there who wasn't even thinking about a commitment or a marriage? They just thinking about who's going to be their next victim. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You understand? All right. What up, V Coleman? He says, I have a question. I was married 2 times. The first wife, but I got a divorce, so he wasn't never my husband anyway. So anyway, right? So the second one, so now I ain't married no one. What? I don't understand it. I don't understand what you're trying to say at V Coleman. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Cherry Ann says the more kids, bigger tax refund. Huh? That's what it's about. Money. that's what it's about. He said the bigger the tax return. Wow. What up? What up? What up, Jose Barrows? You said so true. He says, I was like that back in the day, no self-control, jumping around like a frog. It's a phase which gets played out in the long run. That's good advice right there. That's good advice. Prodigal son. That's good. You know what I'm saying? Maturity. Growing up for sure. That's good advice right there, man. You know what I mean? That you said it's just a phase and it gets played out in the long run, man. I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, you matured from that, man. Absolutely. You know what I mean? All right. V. Coleman says, now that I found out it is wrong, I can listen to Pastor. I have a friend, but we don't sleep together because I told him that's wrong. We can't do nothing but be friends. I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's that's between y'all. whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, like I said, my opinion, it doesn't outweigh the scriptures at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I always say in my conversations, there's a lot of stuff in there. You know what I mean? That takes time to come up to at the end of the day. I always said that since the beginning of these conversations. You know what I mean? All right. Hayes Blessing says that's the thing men and women have to think about before they get married. Are you fine with one flavor for the rest of your life as long as you and your spouse are alive and no more buffet table? One flavor, that's it. Just one. One. And granted that some people do get bored with just one. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. Me as a person, I'm just speaking as a person. I don't understand how people can get bored with one person. You know what I'm saying? If you are, well, you're supposed to be, I guess, in love with them unconditionally. You understand, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get how people just get bored and they want more. You know what I'm saying? They think they at Golden Corral, where as though they could feast or for different meals and stuff like that. All right. Gladys says, when that person don't feel it anymore, they leave you. Wow. That's something deep right there. When that person doesn't feel it, they leave you. And that's something that I would say. Now I could give advice on that. You know what I mean? That's something that people got to think about. But if a person is like deeply in love, like really in love, and know that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with that person, you know what I'm saying? But it's thin out here. Loyalty and honesty is very thin out here, for sure. Because a person could just wake up one day and say, "Listen, I don't want to be with you no more," or they don't call you no more, or it's over, or you get served divorce papers and things like that, for sure. You know what I mean? But if you're not married, if you're just living in la la land, or just a basic relationship, and the person calls it off and they don't want to talk to you no more, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I would say had a mindset and a heart set of wanting to get married at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset that I have in general. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shopping, as I always state, for sure. But having a mindset of wanting to be married. You know what I'm saying? In general, for sure. All right. He says, married or not, please be careful because of different diseases. All right. Jen says some people just have fifth grade education. Forgive them when reading their comments. Funny. You funny. God is my everything says, you have not answered my question. What is your question? I didn't see it. I must have missed it. Forgive me if I did. What's your question? God is my everything. Let me know. All right. Teran says, lust of the heart will make any excuse. Respect the body. Take control. Ask the Lord to help you. He says, my friend asked me, do you think we ever going to get married? I told him as long as you have your wife living, it will never be. Interesting. People don't really think deep about marriage. They just run to the court. He's funny, man. This guy's funny. Looking like a professor in that picture, man. You funny, man. You understand? Granted that some people do think about, very few, small percentage, they really think about the deeper depthness of a marriage and stuff like that, man. But a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? It's something serious about it. You know what I mean? That is right. People really gotta think deep about it for sure. Jose Barrow says one thing I understand from the scripture is that if you are obedient to God, all is provided to you, especially a good husband, wife, children, etc. Yeah, I got you. Hayes Blessing says, God be the glory. Lord willing, Friday, me and my wife will be married 5 years. Y'all pray for us that we endure to the end. Wonderful. 5 years. That's wonderful, man. It's wonderful that you and your wife been married for 5 years and things like that. For sure. You know what I mean? Definitely respect that, and for sure, much prayers to you and your family at the end of the day. All right. To his blessings. B. Holy says, so it's better to get married when you are older because at least you will have better chances of being together the rest of your lives. Getting married at 20 or 21, you stuck with that person forever. B. Holy states, okay. Sam Miller says, I think having a real connection is more than sex. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh man, yeah. Listen, y'all getting on point now. They getting on point now. You understand? He says, I think having a real connection. What's your definition of a real connection, Sam Ellis? You know what I mean? That's my question to you. All right. Janice says sex is one ingredient in a healthy marriage. I can attest to that. Foundation based is love. With that, everything is built from. Suppose one partner is sick. Okay, that's what's up. What's up? What's up, Levy? What up? What up? What up? What up? Let me see. What are you talking about? You said this person is delusional and what is that? Obtuse to even assume I was a drinker. Seek help. You must be new here. People get ushered out. Oh man. Uh-oh. They going at it. Here we go. They going at it. Wow. That's crazy. Mm. Um, Prodigal Son says, if you don't have a real deep spiritual connection, it's not going to last, and the sex will be whack. A spiritual connection. Wow, I like that one. Spiritual connection, and that's deep right there, man. You understand? And that's something that I learned about probably maybe in the last year, a year and a half, about a spiritual connection. You know what I'm saying? Due to the truth of God messages and whatnot. Because I'm 39, so I'm still learning about certain things. You always life is about learning for sure. And that spiritual connection part, man, I definitely understand that for sure. That was taught by Gino and whatnot. You know what I mean? All right. I don't know about that sex part though. God is my everything he says, as a TOG believer, is it okay to play world romantic music when husband and wife is making love? Well, listen, that's their business. Whatever people do in the bedroom, man, that's on them, man. At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's on them. You know what I mean? If they want to play Elmo, they want to play the Cookie Monster, whatever the case may be, they want to play Mr. Rogers. You understand? You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? They can play anything they want. And listen, that's my opinion. Whatever goes on in their bedroom, that's between them. At the end of the day, for sure. You know what I mean? I mean, me personally, that's their business. For sure. That's their business. You know what I mean? Fascinating Truth says, apologies, my man. I guess I should not assume. Forgive me. Oh, I guess you're talking to Jen. He says, man has realized that the system works against them, so marriage is out of the door. Don't ignore the red flags. Because you want to get some. You're right. Oh man, that's good right there. That's good right there. Oh man. Don't ignore red flags. Oh man. Whew. I think Gina was talking about that. I might have put that on my TikTok or something like that. You know what I mean? When he was talking about that, as far as like women who are hood rats, just loud and disrespectful. You know what I mean? You don't want to marry somebody like that. You know what I mean? Definitely, that's definitely true right there. Ratchetness, a hood rat, ghetto acting, loud, obnoxious, disrespectful. Listen, that's fired before hired. You know what I mean? Listen, keep the application. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So you're right about that. All right. He says 39 without twins, feeling 89 tonight after that workout today. That's what's up, man. Keep doing your work. Keep doing your workout, man, for sure. He said, let me go back to that question because that's a good question right there, though. That's a good question. You know what I mean? And there's people out there that they actually worry about other people, what goes on in their bedroom. You understand? Listen, if and when I get married, you know, Lord willing and blessedly, for sure. You know what I mean? you know? Um, I'm not thinking about nobody else's marriage and what goes on in their bedroom and things like that. For sure. You know what I mean? That's just me at the end of the day. But, you know, we striving for holiness and you know, and things of that nature. You know, man, come on, I wouldn't play no, you know, no Chief Keef or nothing like that and stuff like that. You know what I mean? All that devilish music. But some people, oh, is it okay to play like the Isley Brothers? You know what I'm saying? Between the Sheets. you know what I mean? Is it okay to play Luther Vandross? Is it okay to play the Gap Band and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people got different questions at the end of the day. But that question, I would say, listen, speak to a man of God or, you know what I'm saying, email the church and things like that for sure. But I'm not sure if it's a video on that on YouTube and whatnot about that. You know what I mean? Let me see. Levy says, little story for you. A woman was telling me how I was too young to be abstinent. This lady was in her late 40s. You know, there's some people out there that you know are abstinent. There are some people out there that are virgins and whatnot. I mean, much respect to that. You know what I'm saying? Much respect. And some people try to, you know, stay celibate until they get married. Like I mentioned earlier, some people could slip up, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But that's very different from a person who just out there chasing sex from anybody and everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a big time difference. You know what I mean? All right. He says married life ain't easy and it's not for everyone. Got to see the red flags. Don't do it based of fear of being alone. Okay. Got you on that note. Prodigal son. The Jew says I only care about what's going on in my life for real. Sure. You said see Truth of God family tomorrow. God willing, I have to get up for work. For sure. God bless you on that one. All right. God bless you. Well, I ain't gonna put that up. I ain't gonna put that up, Jen. I ain't putting that up. I ain't putting that up. No way. You know what I mean? His brother says definitely gotta have that spiritual connection. Gotta be one in the Lord, or that ship going to sink real quick. One thing, one seeking marriage, gotta understand that it takes time to be totally one with each other. Wow. That's what's up. Andrew Dixon, what up, man? What up? Shout out to Drew. What up, Drew? He says PJ says no to all secular love music, bro. Well, there's your answer for somebody who asked that question and whatnot. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's it right there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, listen, my opinion don't matter. The scriptures outweigh whatever my opinions are. You know what I mean? So that's your answer right there to the person that asked that question. Sam Miller says, for example, sense of truth, trust, respect, and loyalty. It's the kind of connection that allows two people to communicate without words and simply be in each other's presence. Gotcha. That's what's up. Jose Barrett says, I've seen grannies out there thinking they're 20 doing crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean, you see it all the time. You know what I mean? Jinju says, I remember Gino saying that while in the bedroom, there is no speaking in tongues or being holy. You're just getting it in. And you know what? I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? There's some people out there, you know, also, you know, holy and whatnot, which is crazy. For sure. A family that prays together stays together. That's wonderful. I like that right there too. I like that one right there. You know, a family that prays together stays together. Prayer. The word of God is the foundation of a marriage. You know what I mean? I'm not preaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm not preaching. All right. Ruby says, if you're in a relationship with a married woman or man, they are never no such thing as being friend while they have a living spouse. I guess you're talking to that person who mentioned that. I forgot who that person was. You know what I mean? All right. You says, is it is better to sing your own love song for your partner? Well, hey man, listen, that's between y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? That's between y'all. You know, that's between the husband and wife, whatever they want to say, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? People who are married and whatever goes on in their bedroom, it's not like somebody's like listening. Oh, what type of music they playing? I want to listen. Oh man, they playing the Isley Brothers. Oh man, they going to hell. What are you doing trying to be nosy to what goes on in their bedroom at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that people who are striving for God, people in holiness, know the proper ways to go about that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. It says once that foundation is built based on God's standards, nothing can break that bond. Wonderful, wonderful. That's what's up. That prodigal son, man. You making a comeback off that other comment from earlier, man. You're making a comeback for sure. You know what I mean? All right, so if y'all got any last closing remarks or whatnot, we're coming to a conclusion with this live conversation and whatnot. Number 261, will be talked about chasing sex versus commitment or committed relationship or marriage or whatever the case may be. A lot of y'all had some good comments and whatnot. It's a lot of pros and cons in general for sure, but for the most part, everybody agreed on staying on one accord. You know what I mean? With the word of God for sure. So B. Coleman says, I think that's a mental issue, worried about somebody in their bedroom as a husband and wife. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how a lot of people are nosy and newsy about what goes on in a person's marriage. You know what I'm saying? That's another topic like that I wanted to mention or talk about one day. You know what I mean? Staying out of other people's business. You know what I mean? Or don't share your whatever goes on in your household or whatever you got going on with somebody. Do not share your business with nobody. You understand? But a lot of people out there are nosy and newsy at the end of the day. Appreciate that as well. All right. Can y'all hear me? I just had a little disconnect. So let me know. Andrew, you says let's do a link up once a month. You said great topics here. Once a month. Once a month, huh? For sure, man. Just email me, hit me up in the inbox on Facebook, man. Let me know. For sure. I got a lot of topics in the vault. People, give off encouragement for certain topics to talk about in general. We'll definitely touch on them. All right. Appreciate that Jose Barrows. For sure, for sure, for sure. All right. He says, I don't care. I don't even chill with married people. They corrupt. Wow. You funny, man. What's up, Marlene? You caught the end of the conversation. What up? What up? What up? All right. So, y'all got any last comments? Any last saying before we conclude? I hope everybody have a wonderful night. Be on the lookout for more videos coming from this YouTube channel, more TOG videos, and just put out the commercial for the DC when PJ is coming to Washington DC, September 9th, September 10th, next month. You know what I mean? So if y'all in the DC, the DMV area, the Maryland area, Virginia area, whatever the case may be, go check that out. Go check that commercial out for more information. All right. Appreciate that, Sam Ellis. Appreciate that. The Jew says these new age married people are miserable. They got married during the pandemic. Oh man, that's funny right there. He said they got married during the pandemic. That's crazy right there. God is married. He says, "I love you, my brother. Thank you for encouraging topics for sure. Much love back. Thank you for tuning in, man. We do these encouraging topics and whatnot. What I mean, for the grown people and things of that nature. So I'll be back with more for sure in the coming days and things of that nature. So I hope everybody have a wonderful night. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. God bless to everybody out there. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same.